Testing. Okay, I have to fix this. Mono. Boom. Damn, none of my settings moved in here. Let's see. Filter. Oh, none of my filters are here. All right. Well, sorry, guys, because I imported all my settings over because I want to eventually, I want to be able to start multi-streaming. When I do the backup channel, I still want to be able to stream to the Facebook and Twitch. And so I did that. I imported my settings. The only thing it imported was my layout. So you're probably hearing, oh, Lord, no, don't tell me that happened. Yeah, game overlay, advanced. Oh, import widget file and current scene. Yeah, so I'm gonna, after this I'll fix it after stream. Let me just do one thing here, so at least you're not hearing a bunch of noise in the background. We just do noise suppression. We'll do that, and I'll add it myself a little bit of gain. Just real quick, basic stuff. Boom. Testing. Okay. And also, I don't want to scream in your ear. Let me put a limiter for now. What's up, guys doing today? Saturday. Let me see. Testing. Whoop. 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 Oh, testing. There we go. That's good, I think. All right. I'm gonna have to fix this thing later. But yeah, let's check out, man. There's some attacks going on. By the way, let me know what do you think about this? Is that too much? I don't know. I was testing this out last night. I don't see a reasonable, like a reason to use this. Maybe during chases or something. I don't know. Is that kind of, what is there to see? Telemetry? Or that's that way. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, President Biden spoke. Whose birthday is it? Rebecca, happy birthday. You're getting an echo? I can tell you why. Okay, I muted it. Let me know if there's any more. Wait, there's 2 cameras. That should be it. Is the echo gone? I don't like that it's picking up all this sound either. You can't hear me? Okay. There we go. Not really. Testing. There we go. Yeah, I have to fix this after. Oh, there's a bunch of things that need to be fixed. That's so weird. None of the settings imported. Let me do this mono. That'll be better. There we go.
Good afternoon. Today, the people of Israel are under attack, orchestrated by a terrorist organization, Hamas. In this moment of tragedy, I want to say to them and to the world and to terrorists everywhere that the United States stands with Israel. We will not ever fail to have their back. We'll make sure that they have the help their citizens need and they can continue to defend themselves. You know, the world's seen appalling images. Thousands of rockets in a space of hours raining down on Israeli cities. I got up this morning, started this at 7:30, 8 o'clock, my calls. Hamas terrorists crossing in Israel, killing not only Israeli soldiers, but
when I
Israeli
switched back, I was
civilians.
muted. Yeah, after I'm okay, there we go. It's so weird. I'm gonna have to fix everything. Okay. Thanks for telling me.
In the street, in their homes, innocent people murdered, wounded, entire families taken hostage by Hamas. Just days after Israel marked the holiest of days in the Jewish calendar. It's unconscionable. You know, when I spoke with Prime Minister Netanyahu this morning, I told him the United States stands with the people of Israel in the face of these terrorist assaults. Israel has the right to defend itself and its people, full stop. There's never justification for terrorist attacks. And my administration's support for Israel's security is rock solid and unwavering. Let me say this as clearly as I can. This is not a moment for any party hostile to Israel to exploit these attacks to seek advantage. The world is watching. I've also been in contact with the King of Jordan, spoke with members of Congress, directed my national security team to engage with their Israeli counterparts, military to military, intelligence to intelligence, diplomat to diplomat, to make sure Israel has what it needs. I've also directed my team to remain in constant contact with leaders throughout the region, including Egypt, Turkey, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Jordan, Oman, the UAE, as well as our European partners and the Palestinian Authority. It's also a terrible tragedy on a human level. It's hurting innocent people. Seeing the lives that have been broken by this, the families torn apart, it's heartbreaking. And Jill and I are praying for those families who've been impacted by this violence. We grieve with those who've lost their loved ones, lost a piece of their soul. We have hope for swift recovery for many who have been wounded. We're going to remain in close touch with Prime Minister. I personally am going to remain in close contact with Prime Minister Netanyahu as this situation continues to develop. And let there be no mistake, the United States stands with the state of Israel, just as we have from the moment the United States became the first nation to recognize Israel 11 minutes after its founding 75 years ago. Thank you very much.
Mr. President,
No
was
questions?
there an intelligence failure in the lead up to this attack? Mr. President, can you tell us what GE
Wait, there's two mics going on here. Oh, what's going on here? I gotta fix this. Let me just mute this other one for now. Oof, I had no idea it was gonna be hell coming on here. I thought everything would just import over. Let's see over here.
Rebag, a luxury.
They got some live feed out there too. Tried to say about Gaza skyline after Hamas launches rockets into Israel. So this is the world news going on right now. Dozens of Hamas militants broke out of the blocked Gaza Strip and into nearby Israeli towns, killing dozens and abducting others in an unprecedented surprise attack early morning during a major Jewish holiday, Saturday. A stunned Israel said it's now at war with Hamas and launched airstrikes in Gaza, vowing to inflict an unprecedented price. Damn. In an assault of startling breadth, Hamas gunmen rolled into as many as 22 locations outside the Gaza Strip, including towns and other communities as far as 15 miles from the Gaza border. In some places, they roamed for hours, gunning down civilians and soldiers as Israel military scrambled to muster a response. Gun battles continued well after the nightfall, and militants held hostages in standoffs in two towns. Israel's National Rescue Service said at least 200 people were killed and 1,100 wounded, making it the deadliest attack in Israel in decades. At least 198 people in the Gaza Strip have been killed and at least 1,600 wounded in strikes. The conflict threatened to escalate to an even deadlier stage with Israel's vow of greater retaliation. Previous conflicts between Israel and the Gaza's Hamas rulers brought widespread death and destruction in Gaza and the days of rocket fire in Israel towns. The situation is potentially more volatile now with Israel's far-right government stung by a security breach, with the Palestinians in despair over a never-ending occupation in the West Bank and suffocating the blockade of Gaza. Let me see what else. I just wanted to pop on and check what in the world going on. Biden had a little message. Israel declares war.
Response will be absolutely huge. Now, the difficulty for Western nations comes when they all point out, as they do, and as James cleverly did today, that Israel fundamentally has the absolute right to defend itself. But then the interpretation of that defense, what does that defense look like in Benjamin Netanyahu's eyes? And does that then trouble Western nations, depending on what Mr. Netanyahu deems is proportionate on this occasion? And the other key thing, Neil, to look at is, as I say, whether this remains contained within Gaza itself, which in itself will be very bloody for both sides, because Gaza will continue to fire rockets into Israel, and that is extremely frightening for Israelis who live in those southern Israeli towns. Does it remain contained to that, or does it spill into the West Bank as well? The government, the authority in the West Bank is distinct from Hamas, who rule Gaza. Fatah, the Palestinian Authority there, are distinct. They are closer to Israel. They cooperate with Israel. But the people of the West Bank, it is clear, are more and more closely aligned with Hamas down in Gaza. And we've seen celebrations in Jenin, in the refugee camp there in Ramallah as well. So the possibility of this spilling over there is very, very high indeed.
Mark, many thanks indeed. And I would wager that there is one story in town when it comes to the press preview a little later. We will be taking a first
questions about what could come next, and
the US
obviously there are tactical and strategic questions about how Israel will respond and how the U.S. can support that response because of the civilian lives that are at stake here. But the president was clear: Israel has the right to defend its people and its land, and we can expect developments and a lot of changes about how this is unfolding over the next 24 hours. This will remain a very active situation for the White House. The vice president's been in touch with the president today as well, Kristen, as you would expect, and you can expect the Situation Room is up and running.
Absolutely. Kelly O'Donnell, appreciate that. And of course, you and some of our other
signs of significant planning has clearly shocked the Israelis. Armed paragliders have been sent into southern Israel with residents.
Bro, they're using paragliders? Huh? Wow.
Israel's Air Force has been deployed above Gaza. Dozens of fighter jets now destroying targets belonging to Hamas, said a military spokesman. But the militants' operation, which shows signs of significant planning, has clearly shocked the Israelis. Armed paragliders have been sent into southern Israel, with residents in towns, villages, and farms under attack. Dozens of Israelis have been taken hostage. Here we see individuals captured by militants at a government compound near the Gazan border. Hamas has called their operation a heroic act, and some commentators have defended the incursion.
There is a clear Palestinian response to unprecedented level of Israeli settlers' attacks on Palestinians, unprecedented level of Israeli attacks on the Aqsa Mosque, and unprecedented level of killing Palestinians. Since the beginning of this year, 248 Palestinians were killed by Israeli troops.
Hamas has called on all Palestinians to join them, and some have celebrated the attack. These pictures taken in the Jenin refugee camp on the West Bank. However, the Israeli Prime Minister says the enemy will pay a terrible price. Days of conflict and bloodshed await.
And John Sparks joins us now. John, I mean, as you were just saying at the end of your report there, it has been bloody, it has been brutal, but this is just the beginning of the violence.
I think that is right. I fear that is right, Neil. It is a very, very volatile situation. You have a right-wing government in Israel that has been stung by a major security breach. They have promised a harsh response. And we have the militants. They haven't changed their stance at all. I can tell you this evening that the conflict continues. Fighting, gun battles, being waged this evening. The militants, we understand, holding hostages in 2 towns. We have pictures here. You can see missiles and rockets being fired from Gaza this evening into Israel.
Purple says image and sound are a bit off. So I guess that issue's not fixed. I have some audio playing somewhere. What's this? So I guess that's not fixed, huh? When they're talking, the audio sync is off?
We know that there are bodies, the bodies of Israeli civilians and militants from Hamas and from their partners, Islamic Jihad, lying on the streets of towns, villages, and farms in southern Israel. You know, the Israelis, the Israel Defense Force, is not in control of the situation at the moment. And we have seen some really distressing pictures from a communal farm, a kibbutz called Kafar Azar, pictures of a room on the kibbutz packed with dead bodies lying in pools of blood. The images taken after the militants left the farm. Really distressing stuff. So what next? Hamas, well, they say they are on, in a statement tonight, they said they're on the verge of a great victory. And the Prime Minister of Israel, well, Benjamin Netanyahu, says the enemy will pay a price the type of which it has never known. But complicating the Israeli response is the capture of a significant number of Israeli civilians and soldiers. Hamas tonight say they have dozens of Israeli soldiers in Gaza, including senior officers. So what does Israel do now? Many predict a ground incursion into Gaza, but that would escalate the fighting. It would escalate this conflict.
John, many thanks. Well, this Hamas attack has come as Saudi Arabia is moving towards official recognition of Israel, which some analysts are linking to this new offensive. Our Middle East correspondent Alistair Bunkle has more on the
DUI guy who's an attorney and a YouTuber as well. I guess he's stuck out there too. Well, he's stuck at the airport.
Couple hours. We're supposed to originally board at like 9:30. It is now 10:55. No, 9:55. We're supposed to start boarding at 10, according to the screen, and departure is set for 11. Now, I heard our airplane may or may not be here. So, if it is, that's really comforting. If it's not, it is what it is. But they haven't delayed it any further. They haven't canceled it. So, I'm keeping my hopes up. Also found out that Ben Gurion is a 24-hour airport. Shabbat is a little bit different, so the Holy Sabbath, it may be a little bit slower, but they have flights 24 hours a day. I've never seen it before in my life, especially in the United States, where, you know, good luck getting a flight. If you're not out of the airport by 11 p.m., you're not going to find a flight until 6 o'clock in the morning, as some of you who travel in the States know. So, this one is still showing delayed until 11, and boarding begins at 10. So that's about 4 or 5 minutes from now. Keeping my hopes up. Here we all are, waiting in solidarity with one another. Trying to stay positive. There's this little girl with her mom next to me, and they're like playing games. So it's just making me happy to see people in good spirits. You may be able to hear her. I'm gonna be very happy when this is all behind me. But until then, friends, I just wanted to check in, let you know I still have a smile on my face. I got food in my belly, and I will tweet as soon as I'm in the air.
All right, so, you know, hopefully wishing him a safe trip to get the hell out of there. This was earlier. He said his flight was delayed an hour and a half until 11 p.m. That's 2.5 hours from now. This is why they sounded the alarm. The onslaught was coming towards where I was at. Let's check it out. Wow. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Holy moly. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Wow. Hamas cowards take Israel women and children hostage. They have no honor and only hate. Wow. Wow. Lily Pad said 5,000 missiles they shot at them. Wow. I think he's still there. He said he was going to tweet when he's up in the air. Moscow and Jerusalem are inciting war against Israel. Huh? Wow. This is wild, man. Wow. Isn't that wild, man? So grateful to be in this country, even though we have our own issues, but wow. Hold on, let me not do that. Very graphic. All right, we're not going to show that. Israel citizens brutally slaughtered while shouting Allah Akbar. Oh, they have images up here too. I didn't even see that. Yeah, I guess I have to be really careful scrolling Twitter with this one because they're gonna have all kinds of stuff on there. This would be something that like we would have to, we could scroll, but like on Discord wouldn't be able to do that. Some of this stuff here. Israel Minister of Defense. Today we saw the face of evil, the Hamas terrorists. We will change reality on the ground in Gaza for the next 50 years. What was before will be no more. We will operate at full force.
ונפשעת כנגד אזרחי מדינת ישראל. הוא לא הבחין בין נשים וילדים, בין זקנים לבין מבוגרים, ופגע בכולם. הוא יבין מהר מאוד שהוא עשה טעות וטעות חמורה. הוא ישלם את המחיר. לפני 15 שנים, כמפקד פיקוד הדרום.
So who, I don't know any, I really don't know the history of this stuff, right? But who's stronger? Like who has more force? Will Israel, like, will they like slaughter them kind of thing? Like, is it going to be a wrap? The United States stands with Israel. And there's a lot of people that have different feelings. Yeah, we just watched the Biden talking at the beginning of the stream. I mean, he didn't really say much, but yeah, we just watched him talk. Again, sorry for the settings are kind of wonky. After this stream, I'm going to take the time to copy all the settings from my main account to this account, so it's like smoother, hopefully. My mic's a little jacked up, and I don't know, the settings are funky, but let me see what else they got going on here.
Of that defense, what does that defense look like in Benjamin Netanyahu's eyes, and does that then trouble Western nations, depending on what Mr. Netanyahu deems is proportionate? I say, does it remain contained to that, or are people?
And I would wager that there are joints in the Middle East as Israel retaliates following an attack by Hamas.
Nice to know the name. Yo, Janie. She said, "Nice to know the nationwide emergency alert system works." It's almost like they knew, right? Like something's going down. Ooh. Let me see what else we got here on Twitter. Yeah, this is the way it said "Death to America" is trending. Well, right now, Iran's parliament is chanting "Death to Israel, Death to America" as the terrorist cells massacre Israel women and children. Wow. Wow. Oh, see, everything's jacked up on this side. Oh man, I'm really gonna have to copy and paste everything for real. It's gonna take a while. Death to America.
Iranian lawmakers chanting "Death to America." That is clearly how they feel, or certainly the way that they are expressing themselves.
Wow. Net. All right, net. I don't even know how you say that. I'll take a look. Associated Press. Let's take a look. The Associated Press, the one I see is they're just showing the skyline on YouTube. I can watch this one. They were live earlier. We can watch this. Let's see.
If you got a flat roof, like
Israel
this one
Prime
right
Minister
here.
delivers remarks after Hamas attack. Let's see. Damn. Biden released $6 million to 2 weeks ago to Iran, who funded Hamas. I guess that's why they're calling that out on Twitter. I kept people referencing 6 million. I haven't looked into that, but no, it's not in English.
כוחות חמאס שבת ורצחו אזרחים תמימים, ילדים.
Yeah, translator.
החמאס פתח במלחמה אכזרית ומרושעת. אנחנו ננצח במלחמה הזאת, אבל המחיר כבד מנשוא. זהו יום קשה ביותר לכולם.
Okay. Somebody I'm sure will translate it. Death to America. Wow. Oh, who that? Trump? Oh, Trump. Wait, I want to see the whole thing.
The Israeli attack was made because we are perceived as being weak and ineffective, and with a really weak leader. And the Israeli attack was made because we are perceived as being weak and ineffective, and with a really weak leader. And the Israeli attack was made because we are perceived as being weak and ineffective.
Don't only send me. I only see a clip on Twitter. I want to see the full video. Oh, okay, no. He's talking in Iowa. Let's see.
So as you also know, I appointed nearly 300 judges.
Oh, I can't rewind it.
Supreme Court justices who gave us incredible.
Yeah, this was at the Iowa rally, but this feed doesn't let me rewind. Let me see if there's another feed I can rewind. I just want to hear what he said about Hamas. Okay, let's try this channel. Yeah.
And something that when politicians learn how to talk about it, they ended Roe v. Wade. They ended it. We started buying their oil. You're going to have like 15 rich people living in Venezuela with numbers that are going to be staggering. But, you know, Venezuela was ready to this whole concept. Crowd now with the Biden administration. And I hope they're not going to be successful. For years we had to suffer with NAFTA. Then we make a great deal. Plus, we created the concrete plank. They said, no, it's not as good. Biden, the 30-year mortgage rate, to go out. I was very cocky. A couple of people said, sir, you should not take Iowa for granted. I said, it has us at 65.
I don't know where he talked about it.
So together, they weren't our country. Brad's on. Where's Brad? First, also.
I just
legendary. Just have a feeling. The war. I could just head back the way you came, right? Don't forget.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the timestamp is. I guess he just briefly mentioned it.
Welcome back. As you'd expect, the attack from Hamas has drawn condemnation from world leaders. This is what the UK Foreign Secretary James Cleverly had to say just a little earlier.
What we have seen is, I think, an unprecedented attack on Israel. Reports of thousands of rockets being fired at civilian targets.
Amy said the White House said President Biden was briefed on the appalling Hamas terrorist attacks in Israel, but Republicans highlighted recent moves by the Biden administration to release. Okay.
Of arbitrary killings.
CBL says the Biden administration has cleared the way for an eventual release of 5 American citizens detained in Iran by issuing a waiver for international banks to transfer $6 billion in frozen Iranian money from South Korea to Qatar without fear of U.S. sanctions. Oh, so he did it as a trade-off, I guess. This was 2 weeks, I guess, before the attack. That's what everybody's talking about. So it was a trade-off for 5 American citizens.
Naps, we completely condemn, the UK completely condemns these terrorist acts against Israel, and we support Israel's right to self-defense. And of course, we will be working closely with the Israeli government. We're already in contact with them, and will continue to do so, both to protect British nationals in Israel and to try and bring peace as quickly as possible.
What form does that support take? What support is Britain ready to give to Israel as they respond to these attacks by Hamas?
Well, we will respond, of course, to requests from the Israeli government. We will be in close contact with them. We will remain in close contact with them as this progresses. Of course, our priority in the short term is to help protect British nationals in Israel. There is travel advice on the FCDO website. People should follow that if they are planning to travel to Israel, and they should follow the advice of the Israeli Defense Force if they are already in
There's
Israel.
a lot of graphic stuff on Twitter too. So just be cautious if you're browsing Twitter, if that kind of stuff. I mean, I was just scrolling now. There's a dead person in the back of a truck with a bunch of guys with guns, and they're like, I guess, mocking and cheering. And somebody like spit on the dead person. They're really brutal and savage out there. So that's pretty. That's interesting. I don't know. In a sense, Biden, I guess he saved these 5 Americans, which for those family, it must be really ecstatic. But I don't know. So we gave $6 billion to Iran And now they turn around and pull all this BS and chanting death to America. Amazing, right? Oh, it's getting crazy. It's going to be really crazy. Like in politics and stuff, it's going to be insane. There's people picking sides, whether it's this country, that country. Oh, wow. Check this out. Let me show you this. It says, my wife and I are in a bomb shelter right now as Hamas is firing rockets into Israel, targeting civilians. Israel is at war. Here's what's going on.
Yeah. And shalom, guys. I'm here with my wife, India, and we are right now speaking to you from our local bomb shelter that we had to run to a few times in the past 24 hours. Actually, as I've said earlier, that's how we woke up this morning. We woke up from the rocket sirens and had to run to the bomb shelter. As we were in the bomb shelter this day, several times a day, we heard explosions above our heads. Now, just for you to get an understanding, these explosions are rockets that were meant to hit us, civilians, that were intercepted by the Iron Dome. But of course, not all rockets are intercepted. We have seen a few direct hits, and there is an all-time unprecedented war that we are seeing right now developing. A lot of people are being called into the Army Reserve duty, as 200 civilians were murdered and over 1,000 are wounded, and that's when, you know, in the moment that we are filming this video, so this number is already not updated. So I just want to ask you to keep Israel in your prayers, and it's just heartbreaking to see all these photos that we are seeing. Families are looking for their beloved ones that went missing because Hamas had also kidnapped a lot of Israeli civilians, including soldiers, to control over military bases. But India, I also want you to share how you feel. But before that, I just want to say that I think what we saw is exactly, because we talked about this is exactly what the world needs to see, that when Hamas infiltrated Israel, they went first to Israeli homes. They went first to Israeli homes, got them out of their houses. People like me and you. And at the end of the day, we Israelis, we're just like you guys who are watching us. We don't want to be sitting here in a bomb shelter. So how did you feel? Because I think it's one of your first experiences, because you made Aliyah, you immigrated from the United States. So do you want to share with us?
Absolutely. I mean, I can speak for myself as an immigrant here in Israel, but I think I can speak for everyone in Israel that we've never seen such a situation like this, with the hostages and just the graphic images that aren't even being able to be shared on the news because they're just so graphic. And the first thing that I thought of when I saw some of these images was the Holocaust. I saw images that I wish I could erase from my brain, images of bodies of Israelis butchered, piled up on each other, things that I thought I would never see today. And I spent a good part of the day just reflecting and just crying out in my heart, but also just crying for all of the families who are searching for their loved ones or have found their loved ones deceased. It's despicable, and those responsible, the Hamas terrorists, must be stopped. This is their true face, and they've shown their truth, and they've shown who they are to the world.
Exactly. I also wanted to say, because we talked about this, that it was just insane seeing videos of Israeli people our age and younger who were just running to hide in the forests, running to hide in the bushes, and there are people who waited from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. No food, no water. They were just Yeah, it's just insane. But I also want to say that the Israeli resilience is strong. They're not going to break us. They're not going to break our spirit. But the reason we are speaking to you guys is because there is so much misinformation. There's so much lies spread out there. And, already presenting us as the aggressors. But at the end of the day, we Israelis are not seeking war. You think that we enjoy seeing conflict developing? You think that we enjoy sitting here in the bomb shelter? We would much rather plan the next movie we go to watch, the next dinner we have with friends, the day that we have tomorrow. But the thing is that we don't know what to expect. So I think we want to ask you guys to keep us in your prayers.
Please.
Keep the people of Israel in your prayers. This is something that we have never seen before.
We are asking you to keep sharing online what is going on here so that leaders can see what is happening and take action against Hamas, the terrorist organization that is causing all of this chaos and war.
Here, again, sirens.
Wow. That is wild, man. Mo sent me some links. I'm going to hang out for a little bit more, and then I'm going to try to fix all the little kinks. Oh, this says inappropriate. Let me see. Hold on. It was flagged, age restricted. So, I mean, I don't mind if I get age restricted, but let me see what happens in this video. Okay. So just, you're going to see vehicles get shot at and blown up. I mean, obviously there's people in there, but it's not like, it's like this type of footage, like, like through a black and white, not that great quality. And just for educational purposes as to what's going on over there. It says video has emerged showing Israeli naval forces firing at boats belonging to Palestinian terror group Hamas off the coast of Gaza Strip. Hamas launched a large-scale attack on southern Israel today, firing 5,000 rockets into the air today before invading the ground and air, reportedly using paragliders, which was so crazy to me to see people on these paragliders flying in. The coordinated attack has seen border fences broken down, tanks immobilized, dozens of hostages taken, and residential buildings targeted by airstrikes. Let's check it out. Oh yeah, the warning thing. My warning thing. Oh, it is here. Whoa, it's not loading up though. Wait, okay. Here, hold on. Thank you. Yeah, I have to fix all this stuff after. Oh wow. Was it like a tank or I don't know. Wow. That's a boat right there. Look at that boat. Yeah. Oh wow, it just blew up. And look at the targeting people too. Holy crap, that's so. That's crazy. Well, it's going to get really bad. It's going to get really, really bad. This is just the beginning. Let me see. Does DUI guy send anything else? Has he gotten out of there? It's probably going to be hard to leave. Oh, sorry. He just posted. This was a post earlier. This is a nice post. 1:09 p.m. Even in times of war, you have to keep your spirits up. I'd be pissed if it was me stuck over there. I can't lie, I'd be pissed. I got delayed one time for like 2 hours. I was pissed. I can imagine being stuck. Let me send this to myself. I'm gonna show you guys something. Yeah, I mean, I don't know enough of it all to speak on this kind of stuff. I'm just kind of seeing what's going on, but this is a long ass history. Lily Pad sent me this, and it says, breaking: UN forces are stopped by local supporters of Hezbollah who block the roads in southern Lebanon. Oh, look, UN. Wow. Here we go, nowhere. The end of times, man. Yo, Pink Stripe, right? Pink Stripe says a reset coming. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you're not. This is the backup channel, so a lot of times when we get stuff like this, I might jump on here versus the main. It depends, because I'm saving notifications and stuff like that. And I think on this channel too, we'll cover some of the more crazier, wild stuff maybe. It depends. I don't know. I'm still figuring it all out. Suleiman. That was 21 minutes ago. He posted that. Palestinian civilian mother stuck in rubble. Oh yeah, let me just take a look first what this is for. Okay, no, it doesn't. It's not. She's just okay. I just want to make sure it's not like too graphic. All right, this is sad though, for sure. So this is Palestinian civilian and mother stuck in rubble after Israel bombed residential building.
يما يما أمانة يما يما خليكي معي يما أمانة ما تسيبينيش يما العالة أمانة يما أمانة يما ما تسيبينيش العالة يما أمانة يما يما خليكي يما أمانة أمانة يما لا يما يما أمانة يما يما لا يما يا رب اطلع يا رب تحت الردم يا رب يا تحت الردم.
Oh, is he stuck too, I think? Or... Oh my gosh. Let me just be careful. I don't know. I should have skimmed it more. Some of this stuff might be stuff we'll do on Discord. Okay, we're good. Okay, because it's almost too dangerous to browse Twitter right now on YouTube.
Certainly, from what context that building is, where Al Jazeera's offices are. There we are, another strike on that tower, and the tower has come down.
Yeah.
هي قطر
Well, look at that. Isn't that the birds flying off? It's kind of, I don't know. I mean, it makes sense, but I don't know, just. Wow. Whew. We do have more Trump's response here. I think Mo sent me this. I really just wanted to hear some of the remarks that he made.
Only candidate in the race who, according to the polls now, can beat Biden. I mean, it's hard to believe. Don't forget, the Democrats start with an advantage. I won't tell you what the advantage is, but different people automatically vote. Different people vote, and they sort of are locked into that vote no matter how bad a guy is. If a man's grossly incompetent, he can't speak, he can't put two sentences together. He can't find his way off a stage. Let's see, there's a stair. I got there. I could jump off this one. I could actually do it. He couldn't. Or I could just head back the way you came, right? That's pretty amazing. I watched the other day, he had 2 entrances, 2 exits, and he couldn't figure out how the hell do I get out of here? And he just made a statement on Israel. It lasted for less than 2 minutes, which is better than usual when you think about it. And naturally, he didn't take any questions. He doesn't take. I take questions.
That was one thing I'll say. I kind of did want him to take questions or something, answer a little bit of questions. Yeah, he just kind of walked off. I mean, I don't know.
I do a press conference in the Oval Office. I would have some hostile people that you almost wonder, why are you so angry? We're doing a great job. We have the greatest economy ever. All of the things. But I watch him take it, and I watch him pick up. We're doing little notes today instead of, I like the freelance or this or the teleprompter. We like this better, right? I like this better. The teleprompters are wonderful, but we like this better. But I watched the other day as he goes, Mr. Cindy. I said, is there a guy named Cindy around? From NBC. So guy gets up, gives a question, and he looks down, he starts reading the answer. I say, what the hell is going on? I never had that. I was never, when they're screaming questions at me, and you got to see that a few times, have one another too. Primary,
he didn't even say anything about Hamas there. I thought he was going to say something about Hamas. They put that clip. He did say something, but it was very, very short. I saw it on Twitter. Trump reacts to Biden's just delivered statement. I mean, he didn't say nothing about his statement. I mean, I guess that was it. Let me see what else we got. Residential building collapses. It's gonna be hell, man. It's gonna be hell out there. Just be thankful for what you have. Thank you, for your family, for your life. Appreciate you're alive, because I mean, it's going down, man. Worldwide ish. All right, let me see. Let me take it on Twitter as well. Let's see what's going on. The world is... Israel, Elon Omar. Oh, Lord. Oh, breaking news. Oh, man. Riots are being reported in northern Israel as local Israel Arabs start to attack infrastructure. With unconfirmed reports, they are attacking Israeli civilians and setting fires. Areas mixed with populations are becoming increasingly tense. I think we probably will come back later and check out what's going on in some of the more videos and stuff. Oh. Oof. Wow. What is he doing? Waving the flag, jumping on a pole, breaking the lights or something? If I'm in a car and they try to stop me, I'm hitting the gas. I'm sorry. I fucking keep going. If it's like that type of riot, end of the world type of shit, if they come at me, try to pull me out, I'm just hitting the gas. Wow. Oh, there's a lot of going back and forth. There's a lot of going back and forth. I mean, I guess people have a lot of different opinions. 150,000 Palestinians have been killed and injured by Israel since 2008. 33,000 of those were children, but nobody talks about it and no one calls them a terrorist. So this is somebody that stands with Hamas, I guess. Let me see.
150,000 Palestinian civilians have been killed or injured in Gaza and the West Bank since 2008. 33,000 of those were children. The EU stands by and watches this happen and calls Israel our friend. We construct houses and schools in the West Bank. The Israelis come and destroy them. We cannot consider ourselves a union of values and continue to call Israel our friend. We need to have this conversation, but in light of the time constraints that we are now already under, and the positive remarks by some of the other groups that they will facilitate a full and necessary debate on this in June, I withdraw it on that basis.
Drag civilians out of their cars and murdered them. I can't even show this. This is so they're walking down like a highway and there's literally just bodies, but the doors of the car are left open, bodies in the driver's seat. Excuse me. You can tell people just opened the door, shot in, killed them, and then left. People on the road. Wow. Cars are just lit up with bullets. Somebody abducted. These people are being abducted. I can show this. Let's check this out. There's all kinds of crazy stuff going on over there. Heartbreaking. Noah was attending a music festival in southern Israel when she was abducted by Hamas terrorists and taken from Israel to Gaza. She's now a hostage. Her family has allowed us to show her face in hopes to bring her back. Let's settle this. Who is responsible for today's violence and loss of lives? Let's divide Israel, Palestine, and somebody specifically Hamas. Damn, there's a lot of mixed feelings on that. All right. Well, I think I'm gonna jump off for now. Okay, I don't know. I'm gonna fix all these settings because all my things are wonky. I had to make an account for this one for Streamlabs, and the settings didn't import properly. So I'm gonna delete it, re-import it, and if it doesn't work, then I'm just gonna copy every single setting from the other one to this one and fix it so I have options to jump on here, over there, and I don't have to worry about notifications. We'll be able to do more live streams and stuff, so being able to jump back and forth and stuff. So yeah, please, if you could subscribe to the channel, I appreciate it. Stop pressing all the buttons. Yeah, and prayers to everybody out there, and also DUI guy that he gets home okay and gets out of there. Mark Adams, what's up, man? The thing, because the backup account, I was just logging in before with the stream key. I'll just push the stream key, but to multi-stream, you have to log into the accounts, and I didn't have an account for this backup channel. I mean, I could, and I know one of the other tests. So somebody was telling me I should stream to both channels at the same time. But I don't know. It's like dual duplicate, and then I don't know if YouTube would try to hit me with reuse content. I would want to take a chance at demonetizing. But I made an account for this one, so I can, whatever YouTube account I'm on, it's going to still stream to Facebook and Twitch as well. Rebecca says, am I going to set up a membership? I don't know yet. I really don't know. I might. I don't know. They approved. Well, they didn't approve me yet. I'm eligible now for monetization, so I submitted the online application. So now I'm just waiting for them to review the account. So that could take. It could take up to a month. Hopefully it's sooner than that, but we'll see. Yeah, I think I should keep it separate too. I just want to be able to go streaming live from whatever account I'm on. I still keep pushing content to Facebook and Twitch. So I want a car chase too really bad. What do you think about this? Hold on. Is that kind of weird? There's probably like no point to this, right? Is it just kind of a cool thing or not? Or I need something cool in the background. Like I need some type of like something else. There's no point in seeing it. Right? Just, I mean, it's kind of cool. I just did it for fun last night, but I don't know. Yeah, I do like the 2-channel thing too. I haven't really decided yet if like eventually I should just do chases on this channel and maybe call it chases and clips. I don't know. Or should I just have a channel just for chases and another one just for clips? But then it's like all these different channels is too much too. I don't know. Oh, my lemon tree. Yeah. So I bought some fertilizer yesterday. And so, well, what I did was they said you got to water it first. No, not water it first. You put the fertilizer. It says, okay, you water it first. And then it said the next day you put the fertilizer in, but then you have to water it again. Like, and you put the fertilizer on the outside, not by the trunk of it, but like the outside of the thing around. So, and I'm thinking of actually going to get another one today. I know that's crazy. Like I already almost killed this one, but I'm thinking if I get two of them and put them next to each other, I don't know. That's the DSM view. I don't know. And the other goal that I want to do, I want to set up is like, let's say we're doing a trial. My goal is to, if we're doing a trial and we're on the main thing here, we can still show the chase in a corner, but I also want to be able to go live from the backup channel and set up the chase there, and boom. And I can do 2 streams at the same time. No, me. Yo, Hoax, you be paying too much attention, man. You watching too many details. And I think tomorrow I'm going to take Maddie. I'm going to go to a little farm thing tomorrow with Maddie. I forgot the name of it. There's this farm that I took her to in Miami. Oh, yeah, there it is. I think it was last year or something. She wants to go back. It's a bit of a drive, so I think tomorrow morning we'll leave early and go. Oh, and the other thing I was working on, I still don't know if this is a waste of time or not. There was a couple of people asking me to like if I could clip the highlights of the trial, and I think I should do a little bit of separation. But the first video I was working on, I was doing it this morning. Let me let it load, and I'll show you. Yeah, I have the chat screen is like right here, so I always can see what you guys are saying. For the most part. Oh, what are you guys talking about? The iOS? Yo, that iOS thing has my phone acting funky. Kinda. And they've already pushed out like, I don't know, 4 updates since that 17 iOS. And I'm starting to believe in the conspiracy because Apple got sued one time for what they would do is they would slow down the processor of the older phones when a new phone was coming out through an update, and they got like a lawsuit because of that. I really wouldn't be surprised. There's already another update I got to do. I really wouldn't be surprised. The new update. Damn, 500 megabytes? Update now. If they do something to kind of slow it down because the other iPhone just came out. Let me show you this. So I was working on this. I figure because the first version can just be the first video, because there's people that don't want to watch the entire trial, don't want to click 5 videos and search and look. The first one is going to be the opening statements and Fiona's testimony, and then Ronan's testimony, which I still got to edit. Oh wait, I don't want the officer here. Yeah, so at some point I have to clip the son. And that's already 2 hours. I think I might put that out. And then the only other thing I think people need to see is the doctor's testimony. That's it, I think, for the whole trial so far. I know, but, well, I guess you're right. 400 megabytes. I just oh, let me see. So I can have two of me on screen. Where's the other one at? Oh wait, why is it doing like that? I have to fix that. I think sometimes the camera gets mixed up. So I need 2. There we go. Oh, snap. I don't need 2 of me on the screen. That'd be kind of wild. Or would it? What's the purpose? Does it make any sense? Well, that's kind of weird. I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I don't know when I'm going to, oh wait, can you hear me? Oh yeah, okay, just a second. I don't know when I'm going to post this because I feel like I should probably just premiere it because people like to hang out and chat and stuff. So I don't know whether today or tomorrow I'll post this part. I'm almost done with it. But this will be a good clip for people that just want to start at day whatever. They could just spend 2 hours watching this, the important testimonies and the opening statements. And then I'll make another clip with the doctor. Yeah, the same farm chaos that I blogged before. Like Maddie wants to go back to that one. There's other farms that's closer to us, but she wants to go to the Miami one. It's like a 30-40 minute drive, I think. I know, Coughing Bird, Lord knows. Those some of those people that you see the videos, those people are like savage, dude. It's not like the people in the videos that I've seen. It's not like they're just killing, survival. No, these people are like spitting, desecrating, doing all kinds of stuff to deceased people. So I mean, I can only imagine. Objectify me, my body, my choice. Let me see. Anything else before I head out? I should head out. Anything? Yes, I want to go buy the other plant. Yeah. I think what I'll do is I'll probably come back later. I'm going to try to fix some of the settings on this computer. I mean, on this profile. Legs cam. I think I'd have to zoom it in more. Wait. Hello. Oh, my phone's still updating. Let me look myself up. Hold on. iCkEdMeL clips. Oh, my phone. Oh, yeah, you couldn't hear me. That's so weird because it showed me I had audio levels. All right. All right, so yeah, I have to fix all this junk. Did you guys hear my rant? You didn't hear my rant about the people that lose their mind when I sit on the couch. So imagine I fixed the bench press, and we're doing a trial. New people join in, and they see me just bench pressing on the set. We're like, "What the hell is this? This guy's at the gym streaming the trial." That might be kind of fun to do. All right, so yeah, we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll be back later. If we need a chase. I hope there's a chase. If not, I might just come and update. We'll take a look at this this situation with Hamas, the war that's going on out there. All right, so love you guys. Take care.